What's going on, guys? Welcome to Behind the Reviews. I'm your host, Dan Carpenter. Today I'm alongside Bethany Gordon, talking a little bit about 3D printing. We're actually in the midst of some 3D printing. I'm having a good time, right?
Yeah.
Is this what fun is?
I guess.
Bethany is a huge 3D printing aficionado. She's been out for a super long time. What would you say, what are some of the crazier things that people are 3D printing these days? Like, what's the limits of 3D printing?
Oh boy. Well, people are now 3D printing their cars. You can 3D print a house. GE has this initiative where you can 3D print all the parts that will break on your dishwasher, so you never have to buy a new dishwasher.
Love that.
Yeah.
So I know you've worked with 3D printers forever, a couple years or more,
yeah.
Hands-on, up close and personal. What kind of testing have you done? What's the testing process been like?
We do a lot of testing. We play with the printers, and by play I mean test, but we test ease of use. If they're not easy to use, then, you know, how are you going to print anything? And we also test for print quality. Doesn't print anything good, then why are you going to want to print?
Yeah.
So, you know.
Like how detailed they can get and all that kind of stuff?
Layer resolution, everything.
It's clear that there is sort of a difference in some of the quality as far as detail and maybe strength and stuff like that. What are some of the biggest factors in like how quality a 3D printed item is?
First, it starts out with the quality of your file and the quality of your software. You can use open source software, proprietary software from the manufacturer. You can change the quality settings in there. So if you want to do a quick print just for prototyping, you can do that and lower the quality. If you want to do, you know, a birthday present, you got to make it really nice. You're printing something super cool, you can turn up the layer resolution to less than 0.01 millimeters, which is like a layer of paper.
Yeah.
So you can't see the lines on your items and they look smoother.
And that's where you get those super detailed tolerances where it's just like, you can hardly even tell that it's anything.
It just looks like one piece.
So for these folks or for you and I, like if we were to actually go out and look for a 3D printer that we might have in our house and use, you know, for art or just cool creations or whatever, what would you say is the most important critical thing kind of to look for?
Build capacity. If it's not big enough to build what you want, then you're gonna have to piece it together, slice it, and glue it. It's no fun. So look for a build capacity larger than like 8 inches by 8 inches. Anything bigger than that, you should be good to go.
What would you say, like conversely on that, what's the Achilles heel of 3D printers? Like what's the fail point kind of as you look at them?
If your Z height is inaccurate or your print plate isn't level, nothing is good from there.
So, and out of curiosity, what's the Z height?
The Z height is the height between the print head and the print plate. If it's too far, your filament isn't going to stick to the bottom of the print surface. Okay. And if it's too close, you're just going to, you know, burn your print surface right off.
Right. So it kind of needs to be calibrated so it's just barely far enough.
So each of your layers are exactly the right millimeter.
What kinds of things do you see like in the future, or what's kind of like some trends that we can look forward to with 3D printing? Like where do you see it going?
Well, NASA is printing food in space.
Really?
Yeah. So long gone or freeze-dried meals.
Yeah.
But they're
3D
also
printed pizza.
Yeah, exactly. They're also printing all the parts up there, so they don't have to wait for, you know, Earthlings to send them up to the moon or what have you.
Yeah.
We're also doing like medical. It's huge in the medical field. You can print casts, custom built for your arm as your bones grow back together. Doctors are printing 3D printed hearts, so they can practice the surgery on a plastic heart before they work on the human heart.
Wow.
And it's decreasing the time it takes to do surgery. So that's
and you mentioned too, like prosthetic limbs even sometimes.
Yeah, you can print prosthetic limbs, everything.
Wow. Well, very cool, Bethany. Thank you so much for taking some time with us today. We're having a lot of fun playing around with these machines. If you guys are interested in checking out our complete review, all the details, specifications, the top 10 rankings, swing on over to our website and check it out there. Thanks so much for tuning in, and we'll see you again next time on Behind the Reviews.